Hello, hello, and welcome, boys and girls, all ages, to another Western Cinema present. Today's feature is Real Lobo, starring John Wayne, directed by Howard Hawk, Howard Hawks, also starring George Rivera, Jennifer O'Neill, Jack Elam, Victor French, Susanna Dormant. I hit a button. Hit the wrong button. Anyway, this is from 1970. Has a runtime 1 hour 54 minutes. With me, as always, my partner in crime, Deleted Scenes. How you doing, Deleted Scenes?
I'm fair to partly cloudy. How are you?
It's sunny
Hey.
here, sunny and warming up. Summer's coming soon, sooner than soon. So, anything you want to say about it before we get started here?
Well, this is one of those John Wayne movies where I get mixed up on exactly which plot line. There's a lot of Rios. He did a number of movies um, within a certain time period that were all very similar to one another. So I'll probably get a look at this one and go, "Oh, that's which movie this one is." So um, this is going to be a de facto first watch until I reach the point in the movie where I go, oh, "Okay, I remember which one this is now." You'll see.
Yes,
I
there
think
was
I've got a
Rio
little. Yeah.
Bravo, Rio
Uh huh.
Bravo, Rio Lobo, and Rio Grande.
Hmm.
All John Wayne films.
Yes.
So, if this is your first time to Western Cinema Present with commentary only,
Hmm.
we do provide a screening room for you here while we're live. We can't actually show these films here on the YouTube because copyright is an actual thing and we could get sued and they could take away my livelihood and then they could shut me down. No. Seriously, it's against the guidelines. But as much as we love to bring them to you, we can't. So we have an additional way to share with you while we're live. If you have catching this on a replay, sorry, I'll have to find your own copy or find it on streaming. That's the sad, cold, hard fact. You see that Lady V Elements has rejoined the channel as a new member. And Connie Clary is a member for 3 months, saying thank you for what you do. Well, I said I should be thanking you, Connie Clary. You're awesome. And there's the screening room right there. Please click that link, and you may watch along with us in the cozy screening room. How you doing, Curtis Shelby? There we go. All right, so we're gonna go over here. I'll load it up. and we'll get underway. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, go. It looks like we have a mariachi playing his guitar. This is a familiar tune.
Cavalry guarding a strong box. You know somebody's going to try and swipe that.
Oh,
Christopher Mitchum.
It appears like we're gonna have a Confederate soldiers rob the bank, rob the train
Mhm.
of its gold. Uh-oh. Uh, Assemble the Calgary, the uh,
Or the cavalry.
cavalry. Yes.
Okay, so the movie's Canadian now. So what?
Did they think the
Shane, stop this crazy thing.
did they really think that those ropes would stop them tied to trees? I think I saw that in a Spider-Man movie once. Didn't Tobey Maguire do that?
Yep.
Except for trees, he tied it his web to buildings. Wow, they didn't take any of the weapons, did they? I think they stole the gold, but they didn't, and they had those weapons. They had guns and cannons. Hail, dead man walking. We are watching Real Lobo, starring John Wayne, 1970. And our timestamp is 17 minutes, 57 seconds. Hello, Spicy Beach.
I am also Hispanic.
right into looks like Yankee. Big mistake. They got him look like a Confederate, but he's still wearing Union pants. Human Union issued pants. I told you it was a big mistake. Danman says, in the Civil War, even through the end, you did have uniform confusion, especially on the southern side. It's okay that you're lurking, Dad, man. Good to see you, brother. Chris Shelby says, yeah, I read somewhere there weren't really uniforms. There weren't really uniforms through the fair amount of the time in the war. Didn't he wanted top shelf? Not for the Duke. It says the bottom shelf's A-OK. Hey, I told him.
Okay. Um, okay. Well, I was just talking there for like about 3 minutes, and
Oh,
I was muted the entire time.
oops.
I was trying to answer a question in the Cosme chat. I'll run through this real quick. Curtis Sobey is asking, "Am I wrong? I think John Wayne only dies in the Shootist." Well, that's not entirely the case, even though he does die in that film. He also dies in The Cowboys, The Alamo, Sands of Iwo Jima, Wake of the Red Witch, The Fighting Seabees, Reap the Wild Wind, West of the Divide, which was a movie from 1934 where he plays good and evil twins, and the evil twin dies. Central Airport, where he's basically an extra. He doesn't have any speaking lines in that movie, and according to this, he says he's barely recognizable. He doesn't have any dialogue. He says one of the men aboard a downed airplane seen floundering in the ocean at night. He dies off screen in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. In The Sea Chase, 1955, he and Lana Turner are on a ship when it sank, but the film leads you to believe that perhaps they survived. So, and The Deceiver, 1931, Ian Keith plays a character named Thorpe. John Wayne takes over the part when his character becomes a corpse. He's basically an extra. And Hangman's House, in 1928, he's a blindfolded condemned man who's hanged. So yeah, he actually did die a few times, but not very often. No. Could be these here fellas are planning something. Exodor is now Bino. Okay. Yeah, remember those?
Ooh. Oh, the lady shot first.
Quite.
Don't play dumb with me, girly girl.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, because that's always a good idea.
Yes. We had to remove all of your restrictive clothing.
Oh shit!
Since when has a woman ever been ready in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. She did.
You'll get up, you're gonna ask them.
No, Tim, it's not a poltergeist film, but I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, why? But I don't want your cake in my teeth. Oh. Hey, Tim. I noticed that. That's okay. We can handle the spammers. Oh, hmm? That looks like Arizona to me. Our timestamps are 1:11. Oh, Lady V, don't worry. I handled. You don't do that in my house. Don't worry. I'm in full control here. We do with those spammers what I will. The most spammers you've seen in a Cosme room. I guess it's bound to happen from time to time. But like the Duke, I say, well, Pilgrim, we won't have none of that. That's the Jedi giving the big wah. He used the chicken. Nice.
Kabong.
Hey, Tim. Hey, LDG. I don't assign Cosme characters.
Hmm.
Drop and roll. Drop and roll. The hot leg. Funny, John Wayne played catch 'em once. Damn. He cut her face, man. Just can't do that, man. That's a crime that will be unforgiven.
Hmm.
I know Ketchum's leg caught on fire, but he's sure acting like it got kicked in the balls by one of them horses. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, mister.
We'll see. Woman beaters tend to be back shooters.
Ah, he's got one of them annoy people thingies. You can't carry a tune, you shouldn't be playing it. Yeah, Lady V, one of them mouth there, harp.
Mm-hmm.
See? It's a nuisance maker.
Oh no, not the guy from the movie where the woman can't say werewolf. I might be in the wrong movie. Where's the dude? Mm.
Now who's at the door? Rock.
Too.
As the tumbleweed tumble down the road. I said the back door, not no. We won't say that. We won't do
Not
that.
that back door. Simmons asking, all fought in the war, but on which side? Well, I don't think it really matters now. They're kind of on the same side. Hmm. Whoops.
That's for sure.
And Junior Justice is no more.
You'll be all right, girl. Yep. Real Lobo.
Mhm.
Oh, Lady Miss. Yeah, you got here as it was in the end. Good to see you, Lady Miss. Well, that was real low. I should tell the Lady Saints consult the scrolls.
We shall consult the scrolls. All right. Real Lobo was released December 18th, 1970, at an estimated budget of $4 million. Production company Cinema Center Films, distributed by National General Pictures. Filming locations included Tucson,
Yep.
to Macquarie, Ruby, to Sonoran Desert, Aravaca, Cerrito Mountains, Tucson Mountains, Ironwood Forest National Monument, Picachow Peak State Park, all in Arizona.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, filmed
they got
entirely
a
on location in
ostrich.
Arizona.
That's where you can go see the Piscatcho Peak is where you can go see the ostriches and pet deer and everything out there.
All right. Okay.
You're welcome, Spicy
Let's
Pete's.
see.
Our pleasure here at Western Cinema Presents.
All right. Here's some trivia. This was the final film of director Howard Hawks. And the first movie of Peter Jason, who, of course, played the lieutenant at the beginning who gets killed. He, of course, wound up in a lot of John Carpenter's movies like Prince of Darkness and In the Mouth of Madness, Goes to Mars, among others. All right. Howard Hawks later said, "I didn't think it was any good." He also blamed the film's poor critical and commercial performance on John Wayne, saying that at 63, Wayne was too old to carry a movie. When the film was released, many critics pointed out that Wayne was too old, in fact, to play a soldier during the American Civil War. When Cord McNally visits Sheriff Cronin in the sheriff's office, there is a wanted poster on the wall for Hondo Lane, the character Wayne played in Hondo. But the picture is not Wayne; it's the guy who played the character in the TV show.
Mm.
All right. Jack Elam plays the character Old Man Phillips, even though he is 13 years younger than John Wayne.
Wow.
John Wayne was
Jack Elam was in Cannonball Run as the bad doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, continue. Sorry.
Okay. John Wayne was in poor health during filming and frequently had great difficulty getting on and off his horse. He was still recovering from tearing a ligament in his shoulder while filming The Undefeated. During a break in filming, John Wayne collected his Best Actor Oscar for True Grit from Barbra Streisand at the 42nd Annual Academy Awards. When he returned, every member of the cast was wearing an eye patch, including his horse. Writer-reporter George Plimpton was cast in a minor role while collecting research on the film industry. In a television documentary shown during this time, he commented that John Wayne kept calling him Plimpleton as a joke. Sherry Lansing, who played Amelita, became the first woman to head a Hollywood studio when she became the president of 20th Century Fox in 1980. In 1992, she became the chairman of Paramount Pictures, stepping down as CEO in 2004. One of the three production companies, Cinema Center Films, was founded, wholly owned, and operated as a theatrical film production subsidiary of CBS. CCF only operated from 1967 to 72, producing about 30 films. Right. John Wayne felt that Jack Elam had stolen several scenes from him in this movie and therefore vetoed the casting of Elam as Grady into Train Robbers. Howard Hawks originally wanted Lee Chapman to write the script. Yeah, but you got Lee Brackett, who wrote Empire Strikes Back, so no downside. John Wayne's mother died during the filming on March of 1970, and his younger brother, Robert E. Morrison, died of lung cancer the month after filming ended. This was the last film in which John Wayne played a military role. The film received generally bad reviews. One critic suggested it would not have had a theatrical release at all without John Wayne in the lead role. Howard Hawks did not show up for work one day, thinking it was Saturday. All right. The film was to be shot in Durango, Mexico, on a budget of $5 million. However, shooting on Lawman took up the facilities there, so Howard Hawks and Cinema Center had to spend an extra $1 million in order to shoot at old Tucson, Arizona, near Los Angeles, California. Howard Hawks was injured while filming the railway scene, requiring 4 stitches. This was the main feature attraction on BBC One on Bank Holiday Monday, 4/30/80. The screening was interrupted by BBC News to provide live coverage of the siege of the Iranian embassy and the subsequent SAS assault. Lee Brackett was brought onto this film after Howard Hawks fired writer Burton Wall. She followed Hawks' instructions against her better instincts to push the story back toward the 2 earlier westerns. Says, most of what I did on Real Lobo was try and patch over the plot holes, she said later. I was unhappy that Hawks went back to the same old ending of the trade. The ending underwent some changes when Howard Hawks became disenchanted with his leading lady, Jennifer O'Neill. She'd been a top model with small roles in a couple of previous movies when he cast her in this film. He later said that the role went to her head, and although still a relative unknown, she arrived on set with an entourage and the attitude of a major star. Hawks became fed up with what he perceived as her uncooperative nature and lack of experience, that he cut her out of the ending and gave her lines to Sherry Lansing. Not that he left Lansing alone either. She has noticed how he made her lower her voice and tailor her image to be a reflection of Lauren Bacall. She said, quote, he attempted to control every aspect of your life, how you dress, what you did in your spare time. In his world, you're required to be the image, not the person. Well, here's some good news. John Wayne and Jennifer O'Neill got along on set. And she considered him to be a mentor.
Nice.
Director John Ford was on set for some of the time during production. This was the third film Howard Hawks made. This is the third time Howard Hawks made the same movie with John Wayne. In El Dorado, Arthur Honeycutt played the grumpy old part Jack Elam played here. Honeycutt's character carried and blew a bugle throughout the movie. Here, Elam tosses a bottle, crashing and making a loud noise while the men were sneaking up to a location. Wayne remarks that he should have just blown a bugle. Although they were both Western icons by this point in their careers, this was only the second time Wayne and Elam appeared in a movie together. The first was the Comancheros, in which Elam had a minor part. Due to Wayne's age and ill health, his fight scene with Victor French was shot very carefully. Most of the shots used a double for Wayne, much of the fight taking place off camera and only being heard. The decision to cast a Hispanic actor as a Confederate soldier was widely criticized. Shit.
Yeah.
Take
care, Dad, man.
Take care. All right. I'll do a few more of these and then move on. This was the last of John Wayne's films to use Old Tucson Studios as a filming location. This was Sherry Lansing's final acting role in a feature film. For the rest of her career, she would work behind the camera as a producer of such successful films as Fatal Attraction, Black Rain, and Indecent Proposal. And then that's when she went on to become a studio executive at Paramount and made the final decision to green light Braveheart. Okay. All right. I'll do a couple of last ones here. Not only did Robert Mitchum visit the filming location, but so did Michelle Carey. She was on location 10 miles from Wayne and drove over to congratulate Wayne for his Academy Award. Both Michelle and Mitchum were asked to reprise their El Dorado roles, but both declined. Michelle was under contract for the other film, and Mitchum had temporarily retired from acting. In fact, both George Kennedy and Michelle Carey drove from their film location in Mescal, Arizona, 40 minutes away, to Old Tucson Studios to congratulate Wayne on his Academy Award for True Grit. Both Michelle and George were filming Dirty Dingus McGee with Frank Sinatra, who chose not to ride along. You can't imagine why. While there, Robert Mitchum was visiting the location to watch his son Christopher, and it is true that Wayne wanted Michelle and Mitchum to reprise their El Dorado roles. He also wanted George to be a prisoner that Sheriff Hera and his female deputy, Joey McDonald, were returning. After some short talk about... I am sorry. I cannot read or see. Hold on. After some short talk about seeing any of the riders Rain's character was chasing, they part ways with Michelle telling Mitchum, "That fella looked a lot like your friend Cole that I shot a few years back." It would have been an amazing scene, but Howard Hawks refused. Plus, both Kennedy and Michelle were under contract for Dirty Dingus McGee, and Mitchum had temporarily retired from acting at the time, which you've said. Still, it would have been an amazing scene. Yeah. There were some shenanigans, back filming this one for sure. Some people who didn't get along and whatnot, but basically, in short, this movie was a bitch to film.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is it.
Okay. So for next week, you could have the Gambler with none other than the singer guy, uh, Kenny Rogers, or we could do uh, a Gunsmoke movie from 1987. Place your vote. Put your vote in. The Gambler or a Gunsmoke movie from 1987. These were made for TV movies. They're they're like TV Y-14, almost like a PG-13. What will it be? Gunsmoke, the first movie from 1987, or The Gambler with Kenny Rogers? Westerns and comedy.
All right. The poll is now up. The Gambler or the first Gunsmoke made for TV movie? What would you like to see next week? Poll is pinned to the top of my chat.
Amy says yes, those. Well,
All
we've
right.
got a tie going here.
Yeah, we got a tie. So we need someone to break the tie. What would you like to see? Kenny Rogers and the Gambler or the first Gunsmoke made for TV movie? From, if I recall correctly, the 80s.
Yes,
Might have been late
the
70s. So they're
poll
both kind
is
of
on.
early 80s. Yeah. And so far we are tied. So we will need someone to break the tie. What'll it be? And a hello into chat to Jeff B.
Yeah.
Let's see. We are okay. It looks like the Gambler is edging ahead here.
Yep.
All right, we're going to give people a few more here to put in their vote. I know there's more than 7 of you watching right now, so please head over to my channel, hit the top of the chat, and
Ales
vote.
Sepharum.
Next, hello, Seraphim. All right. While the voting concludes, Bill, what do you have coming up?
Nothing really for tonight.
Oh,
Working on some things over here. I just got the usual, unless um other things come up and do some surprise streams. Don't know, but pretty much the usual. Pretty much the usual over here.
all right. Right on, right on. All right. I would like to go ahead and remind everyone later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be my next episode of Unscripted, entitled Warhammered. I'm going to be going a little bit into this whole controversy that's been stirred up around Warhammer and why I think changing established lore is harmful in any case. So there's that. I will, of course, be in the chat for Geeky Geezers over on Aged Boomers channel. That'll be at 9 p.m. And then, of course, right after that, get yourself a beverage or a midnight snack and join me for the other side of midnight at 2:05 at 12:05 Eastern, 11:05 p.m. Central. And our friend from the chat, Curtis Selby, will be joining me as my guest. He's going to be talking about his channel.
Nice.
And then of course, join me tomorrow for a mystery movie night at the Regal. Hopefully, since Corner will be able to join me and review tomorrow night's film. And then, of course, Tuesday will be the next episode of Live from Sparkwood in 21. Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, Aged Boomer are going to be joining me as we watch, I believe it's episode 23 of the Twin Peaks series, the season 2 episode Wounds and the Scars, which was the episode that introduced Heather Graham's character, Annie Blackburn. And I am going to have reviews up here soon for the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare and Rebel Moon Part 2.
Nice.
All right, let's check out the poll, and it appears that the gambler is ahead, 57% to 43%.
I'd say that a bona fide winner, Kenny Rogers, comes in with a win.
All right,
Kenny Rogers,
so Kenny Rogers and the gambler.
1980, 1 decade later than the film we played today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we are gonna get to the other ones that were mentioned. There's the Gunsmoke from 1987. Then they made another one in, I believe, 92 and 93, somewhere in the 90s. So go from 87 on those. But we have those available for future Western Cinema Presents. Well, I'll love to have you guys and gals join us for those. As always, be excellent to each other. Party on. And we'll be seeing you on the next one. Back to you, deleted scene.
All right. And don't forget to join us Thursday afternoons at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Action Theater. And this week's movie is going to be the first Equalizer film with Denzel Washington. And of course, don't forget to join us Wednesday night at, I believe that's 8 o'clock, Bill, for Fallout.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to maybe squeeze in 2 of them.
Might have to do 2. Yeah. So yes, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. for episode 2 and
3.
perhaps 3. of
Yeah.
might be best if we do 3 since we did have to skip the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So episodes 2 and 3 of Fallout. So
Yep.
we're going to make up for lost time here. And
Yeah.
now that everything is kind of up and running, and
Mhm.
a little bit of an internet snag on your end of things last week, unfortunately,
Yeah.
and we had to push back a couple of shows, but this week we're going to make up for it. Action Theater on Thursday and Fallout on Wednesdays. So stay tuned.
Don't forget the tagline. Don't forget the tagline.
Oh yes, yes. From HQ in our second home office in Arizona, and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond. Good night, take care, stay strong, because this is how we win.
Later, folks. See you around.